Hey, thanks for watching Numbskull News. And yes, Trump is back. But we're not talking about that. Go watch another channel for all that. Good God Almighty, not Trump again. Yeah, Trump again. Anyway, we're talking about the G5 playoff race. I got the top 5 contenders, and I have a little visual aid to help me break this thing down. So, let's go. Well, we got to start off with I think is the number 1 team. Now, I know the AP poll has Boise State north of Army, but hear me out. Army, to me, has the best setup going forward. Now, they got 3 games left. They're 8-0. They got UNT, they got Notre Dame, and UTSA. Now, UTSA, they're sub 500. Army should be able to take care of them. UNT is a pretty good team. They're 5-3, but Army's been crushing teams. They should be able to take care of the Mean Green. However, then there's Notre Dame. If they could find a way to beat Notre Dame, folks, they will skyrocket. And screw the AP poll. It'll be the playoff committee, the CFP poll. That's the one where they will launch themselves if they can beat Notre Dame. And it's not impossible. Northern Illinois showed us it's not impossible to beat Notre Dame. Damn straight, Army has a shot of winning that game. And if they do, that's kind of like the big bullet in the chamber for Army. If they could get them, then all they have to do is run the rest of the table, which is UTSA shouldn't be a problem. And then you got to win the conference because it's the best G5 conference champion, the more highly ranked conference champion. So remember that crap. And I love Boise State. They're my number 2. And look, right now they deserve to be kind of ranked ahead of Army. But, like I said, if Army gets Notre Dame, and Boise State does not have a Notre Dame on their schedule. All right. As a matter of fact, they got 4 games left. Boise State 7-1. They got Nevada, which is 3-7. They suck. They got Wyoming 2-7. They suck. Oregon State kind of sucks this year. They're 4-4. They're kind of not what they once were. Boise State should be able to roll them. Their best game they have left is San Jose State, and they're 5-3. And Boise State should be able to get that. And as long as they can, it'll probably end up being a rematch of UNLV in the Mountain West title game. So as long as Boise State handles that business, they should be doing really well. However, the reason I have Army above them, because if they can run their table, including beating Notre Dame and win their conference, they'll be ranked higher than Boise State. And they will deservedly get that playoff spot. There's also a really good chance that Notre Dame just does what they did to Navy to Army. And in that scenario, Army still may have a slight shot because you are getting beat by Notre Dame. And if Army at that point would only be a 1-loss team, everybody else has got 2 losses inside of the American. So if they can still get to the conference title game and win it, that may be enough. I don't know. We'll have to see. And my number 3 team in this playoff race is the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. They are 7-1, and they got four teams left. They got 4 games left. They got 5-3 Arkansas State. Who knew Arkansas State was even that good? They got South Alabama, who's 4-5. They got Troy, who's abysmal at 2-7, and they got Louisiana Monroe, who's 5-3 and a good team this year. So they still got a pretty tough schedule moving forward. But if they can get that done and they can win the Sun Belt, if Army just falls on their face or does whatever but loses the freaking conference title game, and if Boise State also, let's say UNLV gets their revenge, all right, or Boise State drops another game, and then Louisiana runs the table and wins the Sun Belt, I think Louisiana jumps up there and can get that thing. Don't think they can't. That's why I have them number 3. I think that's the third best odds of getting it done. They need some help from Army and Boise State, of course, screwing up, but it can be done. And really the only other teams we're talking about right here as far as, there's no reason to go beyond 5, okay? There's a 99.9% chance that out of these 5 schools, including Tulane, including Memphis, one of these is going to represent the G5. So that's the way that is. Now, Memphis and Tulane, interesting. The last game of the season, they play each other. And what I'm predicting is whoever wins that, they're going to go up against Army in the conference title game. Now, Tulane, they got Temple left. They should be able to smash Temple. They're 2-6. And then they got Navy at 6-2. But Navy just lost to Rice. I don't know what happened to Navy. Maybe that loss to Notre Dame sunk them and they were just 2 down and Rice got them. I don't know. A trap game, if you will. But if Navy can get it turned around, that could be a hell of a game. Now, Memphis' schedule before they meet up with Tulane, they got Rice at 3-6. They should be able to smash them, and UAB at 2-6. So it's kind of an easy path for Memphis to get there. And what upsets the apple cart, whoever out of Tulane and Memphis, if they get to that conference title game and beat Army, and then Boise State, let's say they get beat by UNLV, at that particular moment, it could be Tulane, it could be Memphis. If Louisiana drops, they could drop another game. They got 4 games left. They got Arkansas State. They got LA Monroe. They got Louisiana Monroe left on their schedule. That can absolutely happen. Then Memphis and Tulane jump into that spot. They need some things to happen. All right. So one of these 2 teams is going to run the table, get to the conference title game. If they win the conference title game, they're really, really in the conversation. But that's also going to take Boise State tripping up somewhere, including in its conference title game. So I believe it's going to come down to those 5. However, I do want to give some love to WKU. They're 6-2. Sam Houston is 7-2. Now, a lot of chaos would have to happen for a Conference USA champ to come out of this thing and be the G5 representative in the playoff. It's about a 1% chance, maybe less. But if nothing else, I wanted to give them a little bit of shine. They've done well when a lot of other people in their conference have shit the bed. So I want to give them that love. And good luck to them in the future. And all of that shit. But you know what? It's fitting, right? It's fitting that I'm talking the G5 and the playoff and all that, right? Just the most optimistic kind of thing to do now that we got a new president. I'm trying to set a good stage here for things to come. So, good luck to everybody. Army, Tulane, Memphis, Boise State, Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns. Secretly, I'm kind of hoping for the Raging Cajuns to come out of Lafayette and do something special. We'll see. Anyway, that's all I got on this crap, and I'll be back with some more crap later. Bye.